Good evening, one and all. Thank you for joining me. Tonight, I'm going to be taking you through a brand new collection of stencils from the one and only brand Tattered Lace. It is gorgeous, okay? I've actually just stuck some out on this board here so you can see them. I'm going to be taking you through these with some stenciling techniques this evening with a whole host of mediums. I've got watercolour paints, I've got acrylic paints, I've got brand new cadence paints, I've got Cosmos Handy, I've got brand new stencil brushes to share with you as well. There is so much going on this show, I don't even think an hour is enough time to share it all with you, but we're going to try our best, okay? Thank you very much, Andrew. That was Andrew just getting ready for his watershed show, which I've not heard all that much about recently. Fair enough, whatever. Don't know about that. But, okay, we're going to get into tonight's show in just a few moments' time. But before we do, hello to each and every one of you. I hope you're having a lovely evening. It's all going on today here at Highlight Crafts, and especially this evening as well. The lovely Stephanie's just about to start her evening painting class with a lovely group of ladies that have just popped through the door to enjoy a lovely evening of crafting, which is great. If you've not heard about them, definitely have a look on the website and get yourselves booked on. Don't know what's happening with that, but that's froze. But please do get your comments in. Let me know what you're up to this evening, of course, whilst watching. Isn't it a lovely day as well? It's been a glorious day. It's turned a bit chilly, even though it's still sunny outside. So we're all back inside now. You can sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Look forward to lots of crafting and some incredible deals as well. I'm going to be taking you through all of the prices of everything in a few moments' time. And of course, if you want to get any of this home to your front door, here's how you do it, okay? So we're streaming live on Facebook and on Instagram right now. There are two main social platforms that we're streaming to you live. And of course, within those two platforms, if you want to get hold of a product, all you need to do is type the codes that we share with you. Now, every single product will have its own code. So for example, for your brand new Tattered Lace stencils today, all you need to do is type shop bundle for the whole collection into the comments. So by typing the word shop and bundle, automatically it enters it into your electronic basket. And then you might be thinking, well, where is that product? Where's it sat? Well, you're instantly going to receive a direct message at the same time. And then when the show comes to an end, go straight over to those direct messages, where you message family and friends and whatnot. Click on the link that we've sent you and it'll redirect you over to the Highlight Crafts website. Now, when you get to the website, just make sure to log into your Highlight Crafts account. If you've not already got one, create one. It's quick, free, easy and simple. It gets you additional discounts on every single purchase. And of course, it gets you free postage when you spend over £35 with us. And there's no charge for signing up. It's brilliant. You also get to know about the latest products that nobody else knows about, you get to know first. Loads of intel and, of course, exclusive deals for you too. So be sure to be a member, but also you can watch us live on the website. So for those of you at home who don't do social media, not a problem, you don't get to miss out. You still get everything included. You can join us on the website, add items to your basket. You'll see them running down the side of the screen. Also as well, you can see the little basket icon whenever you're ready to check out your order. And in some cases, we recommend doing it sooner than later, because it means you're going to get your order picked and packed. And also sometimes if something's allocated fully, you're going to need to check out to make sure it's yours. Just click that basket icon and same process, log in and check out. And of course as well, we are streaming live on YouTube, so you can watch us there, sit back, relax, put us on your big screen, maybe a projector wherever you're watching us, who knows, but it means you can shop around and also watch around as well. But a big good evening to all of you. I'm just going to refresh this. Andrew, I do apologise, it's frozen on me. Here we go. There we go, refreshed. I feel refreshed now. Good evening, Karen. It's been busy. It's been sunny here on the Isle of Man today, and not hugely warm, but it hasn't been too cold. The bit of breeze there has been the cold bit. Yeah, that's the thing that sometimes spoils it, isn't it? When it's lovely and sunny and then you get that cold breeze. It's lovely. Here at Highlight Crafts, where I sit in our creative department, I sometimes have the door open and everyone kind of likes it because it's nice to get that fresh air in, but our building, the exterior of it's really like a charcoal grey. So when the sun's on, it creates a whole radiator outside. So if you sit outside and have your lunch, it's like beautiful. And it might only be 10 degrees, but it feels like it's almost 20. It's so warm back there. Sarah as well, good evening to you all. Good evening, Lorraine. Good evening, Wendy. Good evening, Tracy. We've got loads of you. Jackie, we've got Veronica, we've got Lisa, Rachel, Carol, Sharon. Lots of you getting involved this evening. So thank you so much for joining us. It is great to have your company. And again, we're going to get into some fabulous brand new products in just a few moments' time. So let's get on with it, shall we? I'm going to pop this here because I'm going to drop it. Brand new stencils. Now, these are all in sets of 2. You can buy them as individual sets of 2 if you want to, and we'll flag you and flash you the details on the screen in a few moments' time. But to start off with, we have our bundle. Now, in the bundle, of course, you're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8 A5 stencils in total, okay? Now we're starting off here with your first selection. A beautiful array of floral designs. Now, of course, you can go for shop floral and get them individually, 2 for £9.99. But why would you? But then, of course, you can get the whole lot here today for just £32.99. That's giving you a saving of £6.97. Now, you've got your best wishes. So your two really large sentiment stencils, okay? We'll then go down to your next set, which is your dragonfly set. Now, in here as well, you've got that wonderful detail of your dragonfly. If we're going through with your blending inks, your spritzes, your foiling, these are exquisite. And of course, they're tattered lace. You know you expect quality and detail. You've got the wonderful little bird boxes here, all the little bird houses in that wonderful floral scene as well. You also have your butterfly spray. So you've got that wonderful built up spiraled piece of foliage with the butterflies intertwined, and then you've got your glam. Now, this is one of the most notable famous images that tattered lace is so well known for within its die form, but having it as a stencil really completes the kit. And of course as well, you do have that floral. I love this one. I've been leaning towards this quite strongly during some of my projects I've been working on. But again, these are a great all-round stencil for backgrounds, for detailing, going through for your foils. And of course, if you want to pick up some stenciling techniques. Now, to go for all 8 of these together, it is Shop Bundle. They're brand new this evening. We've never been on before. We've never seen them before. This is the first time you're seeing these here live on Highlight Crafts Live Shopping. £32.99 for all 8 of the brand new stencils. Of course, you've got a saving of £6.97 there as well. So take the moment to enjoy. These are all designed here in-house for tattered lace, cut here at home at Highlight Crafts. These are what you've been waiting for, okay? And it's brand new. We love to hear brand new design work, okay? Also, as well, we do have a spin the wheel for this evening's show, which we will be spinning towards the end of our show. But to be in with the chance to win one of these prizes on this wheel, you need to get involved. And to do that, all you need to do is type the word kangaroo into the comments, okay? Don't ask me why. Andrew picks them. We just say them. So type the word kangaroo into the comments, and what will happen is automatically you'll be entered into a prize draw, and then we'll spin the wheel. I'll do that bit though, okay? So, brand new stencils for you. We'll come to these in a few moments' time, and I'll share with you some demos and all that. But for this evening's show, brand new stencils, of course, launching along with lots of other products is Shop Bundle. £32.99, you're saving £6.97 on this one, okay? For lots of you joining us throughout the show, don't worry, I will come back and recap these stencils quite frequently, just to remind you of the details of those and what you're actually getting inside the bundle, okay? And we will have a closer look as we go through the show. Shall we have a look at some other items on our show? Okay, brilliant. We have got a firm favourite of mine. Glassware is something that I am thoroughly at the moment enjoying working with, especially with all my Cadence paints. In fact, so much so that this here, I painted it this afternoon with one of our handy lacquered paints. These glass bottles are exquisite to work with. They're really, really broad as well, okay? So they're not really ultra thin and streamlined, but you're gonna get 6 in this bundle. Now, to get hold of these 6, it is Shop Love. You're gonna get 6 of your glass bottles, okay? They do have an engraved sentiment on here already, but you can paint directly over the top of them. So don't worry about the fact that it's already got something on there. You can paint straight over it and you would have never even known.
I've just got to add them to the show.
Oh, okay. We've had a bit of a...
I missed that one when I was prepping it.
Okay.
No worries, we're going to come back, okay, guys, because you do not want to miss out. For 6 bottles for £14.99, I mean, my goodness. But in the meantime, whilst Andrew works his magic on getting those bottles just sorted for you on the system, we're going to have a look at something brand new. Fancy something brand new? I fancy something brand new. This here is a full 15-piece set of detailing stencil brushes. Now, you see he's here on our shows with a fair amount of stencils, okay? Having the correct tools to get the best finishes is so important. Now, if you type into the comments, shop brush, for £10.99, you're gonna get a 15-piece set. Now, this is from Royal and Landical. These are a glorious kit, okay, of stencil brushes. I thoroughly love these. Inside here, you've got your domed set, okay? You've also got your flat tips. You've also got your flat stencil brushes, as well as fine ones. And of course, as well on the packaging itself, it does give you an indication of what these are gonna be for, tailored for in terms of their shape, their, of course, physical appearance, and what they can achieve for you. Whether it's dusting over for highlights, mixing with your mica powders, these are for swirling through, creating texture, stippling with, blending with, and creating those graduated colours. I love this set so much. As soon as we got these in, to our warehouse here at Highlight Crafts, I ran straight through, said to Sam, please can I have a set straight away? And she was like, yeah, absolutely. And I've not put them down since. Okay, got a little update for you.
They were on the show, but because they're see-through, I couldn't see them on the picture.
I've got an update for you there from Andrew. They are on the show, but because they're transparent and see-through, so is the photo apparently, so we couldn't see them on the system. We do have them on the show for you. Shop Love, okay, for £14.99. We'll get you the 6 glass bottles. These are incredible price and they're fabulous quality as well. You do, of course, have your etched in detail there, but don't worry, if you want to paint over it, you can do. I painted with my Harmony paints here from Cadence earlier today as well. And you would never even know that there was something initially or originally there, okay? I've just painted straight over it, which has given me a wonderful, wonderful, most Wedgwood finish, which is really nice. Wedgwood. Try to say that, I can't say that properly. What's going on today? I've not been able to talk at all.
Lisa's put shop bush. I think she means shop brush.
I'm not sending, bushes, Lisa. It is shop brush. Just don't drop the R. Yeah, shop brush for that one. But the brushes are amazing. Going back to those brushes. Oh. Okay, so half of the stock of the brushes has now already allocated. Katie, have we got any more? Honestly, we're like broken records in this building. Me, Mel, the team, all of us. Have we got any more of these? Have we got any more? These are flying, and I've not even showed you them during demo. I love them to bits, okay? You're getting a 15-piece kit inside here. You've got all of those brushes there to work with. £10.99 for all 15 stencil brushes. They're what you see us using here during our shows. We get the best finishes, the best effects, and they wash perfectly as well. They're all natural bristles. And I love as well the sort of clear gel handles that they've got. They are great, especially if you want to use them for your blended inks. You don't just have to use them for wet mediums and paints though. You can use them with things like your VersaFines, all of your Tim Holtz's, all of your Distress Oxides, that sort of thing you can blend with your paper crafting inks as well as your mixed medias too. But get them now because by the sounds of it, they are going to go during this evening's show. Shop Brush to get hold of those for £10.99. What a cracking deal. They're less than £1 a brush, which is bonkers for a stencil brush. If you go to any arts and crafts shop, especially that one that we usually find on the retail parks, for a stencil brush, you're looking anywhere between £8 to £10 individually. You're getting them for about 80p each inside this kit. That's ridiculous. Shop Brush, £10.99. We also have some foam on the show as well from our Cadence. Now this is our Cadence cut and use foam. You know this very well. It is a best friend of all of ours. I'm going to share more details of this as we do go to demo later on. It's great for blending, mixing, stippling and creating fabulous finishes, not only with your Cadence paints, but many other mediums too, especially things like adhesives and also our inks. Shop Sponge though, £5.99 is going to get you a full A4 pad of this. It's cuttable, so with cut and use foam, you quite literally cut it to any size you want it to be. In fact, if I just share with you, I'll come straight back. Inside here, look, I create my little box and it's filled with my cut and use elements. So I've got all sorts of different sizes in here. Some of them have glitters on, some I use as foiling blocks, all sorts, and it's fully washable, okay? So no matter how much it's been used, okay, even if it's stained, it still works perfectly fine. A little bit of an insight into my sponge box. There we go. So take that as you will. We're now going to have a look at Shop Foam, okay? Now these are fabulous. These launched last week. And these are foam applicators on wooden dowlings. Now, these were great for creating our watercolour backgrounds. Of these?
There's only 10 left.
There's only 10 of these left, everybody. Oh my goodness, wow. Okay, so these, you've got to be quick if you want to get them. There certainly isn't enough for everybody in this case. Shop Foam is going to get you a full 20-piece kit, and they're £8.49 for 20 of them. I know, right? That's crazy, they're less than 50p each. So inside here, you've got all of these to work with, which is incredible value for money. They're great for doing your blending backgrounds, they're great for doing your misting, your inking, all of your colour combinations. Fabulous deal there for you on all of those. Let's have a look for you at some other great savings we have on our show. I'm going to take you to some Reeves products in a few moments' time, but I've got some massive, massive savings here at the top of the show. Shop Handy is going to get you a set of 4 handy lacquered paints. Now, initially, this would have retailed at $63.96. Go on.
Shop Handy.
Okay. Andrew, do you know? I'm not even going to go there. Right, so... Shop Handy for this one, it is and was £63.96. Okay, that's how much this bundle of four was. They retail at around about £15.99 each. Okay, today all four of these £19.99. You're saving £43.97 for four of your handy lacquered paints. Now essentially you are getting a litre of paint right here, okay, from Cadence, which is bonkers. Cadence sell litre bottles of paint, and if we were to bring those to you, you'd be looking at over 30-40 quid for one bottle. You're getting four different lacquered paints. Now what this is, it's a lacquered enamelling paint which gives you a high gloss finish. This has no sealer, no aquastone, nothing on the top. It dries like an enamel. It's completely slick. I'm going to show you the exact application process. It dries nice and quickly as well. You don't need to hair dry. Oh, that made a nice noise. You don't need to speed dry it. Let it dry at room temperature, but it gives you a wonderful, it looks like it's got a glaze on it that's been in a kiln. It's absolutely crazy. I love this stuff. It was a new generation paint from Cadence that allowed you to create kiln-weared glazes on all-round surfaces from wood, metal, paper, concrete, grey board, terracotta, perspex, plastic, you name it, the lot. But it was imitation, which meant you still got the same effect without having to have that initial expense of a kiln, all those different application processes. It's beautiful. I love this paint.
7 left.
There's only 7 left of this one. Shop handy to get yours home today. £19.99 for those. And also with those 7 units left, that's not just 7 units left for this show and then they could be on tomorrow. That's 7 units left of that configuration of products that sat within our warehouse. Once it's gone, it is gone. And I do not think we're going to be getting this one back in for quite some time, okay? So please do make sure to get that in your basket. And if you do, check it out. We also have another great saving on today's show. This here is Shop Cosmos. Now, before I tell you how much you're actually going to be paying for this, because it's an unreal saving, this would have retailed at £80.94 initially when we first shared these paints with you. For a treat on this show, we've brought the price right down. You're saving £50. You're paying only £30.94. So with your Highlight Crafts Club discount, when you go to check out, log in, it's going to be under 30 quid for you because you have got all of this to work with. Now, inside here, you're going to be getting 6 colours, 150ml, 6 colours inside here. And we're going to take you through the tones. You've got this wonderful duck egg light blue. Okay, great for Easter. But you might be thinking, okay, before I see the colours, what does this paint do? Why is it so different? It creates a stone finish in any colour. So it creates almost what is like bisque pottery, so where it's got that wonderful smooth porcelain surface to it. It's got a texturing and a graining as well, so it gives you imitation pottery. It's fabulous. So if you've got something made of styrofoam and you paint it with this, it would look, if you had a block of styrofoam, paint it with this, it'd look like a brick. That's how incredible this stuff is. It's fabulous. But that doesn't mean you can't just use it to blend with stencils. You can also braille with it. You can create blending with it. There's tons you can do, but it looks great as block coverage. You've got that wonderful light blue. You then do also have the orange in here as well. I'm then going to take you to the fabulous, if this was the rusty brown, this one's the standard brown that you've got here. It's like a chocolate colour, glorious brown in there, great for your earth tones. Then you've got your rusty brown, which is almost like a nice orangey brown. I love that one. And then we do also have your royal blue. And then we round that off with your mint green, a favourite of mine. I think that's one of the most beautiful colours from Cadence. It's exquisite. Now, Shop Cosmos, because it is a Cosmos Effect paint, it is all 6 of those tubs there in that exact configuration for you for £30.94. You're saving £50, should have been £18.94. That there is a brilliant bargain for you. And of course, to have it on this show is exceptional. So please take advantage. Okay, we're going to take you now to one of my favourite set of watercolours we've ever had within our family of products here at Highlight Crafts. This here is Shop Water. This here is an 18-pack of course, your watercolour cakes or your paints, if you like, your tubes. Now you get a wonderful variety. I'm going to share with you. In fact, if I just go over and grab some backgrounds I was doing earlier, I was so fixated and captivated by not only the intensity of the colour, the pigmentation and how it applied so well. These paints, look at them on there. That is intense, okay? These colours are incredible. If you've not tried the Reeves watercolours yet, you're missing out. Like, honestly, you are missing out big time. I love them to bits. And do you know what I love about these? If you're going to blend through a stencil, run it under a warm tap or a cool tap, it washes away as if it was never there. It cleans up perfectly. It's great for all-round base coating and, of course, watercolour backgrounds. If you want to blend or stencil with it, all the curries, I don't want to use any curry, all the colours blends together. It's like they literally just mix and create the perfect blend. You're going to love these so much. You're going to get 18 colours inside there, right through all of the tones you could ever wish to work with, and it's intermixable, so you can mix things with it, and you can make your own tones because you've got white in there as well. Shop water, you're saving £3 on there, so it's just $9.99 for those ones there today. Let's have a look at some additional bits and bobs though. From Reeves themselves, we have here for you, for $7.99, this is going to give you 8 of your 22mm tubes. So larger in size, but these are your primary acrylics, okay? So inside here, you're going to get your white. You're also in there going to get your yellow, your red, your green. You've also got 2 tones of blue, a brown and a black. Now this is a wonderful all-round multi-surface acrylic, of course, for standard hobby and paints, things like your canvases, going on to all your cardstock weights, blending with stencils. Reeves are so well known for, of course, quality stationery and, of course, mediums themselves. These are brilliant. Of course, if you just want to go into a canvas and do a little bit of background making, do some print making, these are also really good on your jelly plates because they stay open for longer and they're very, very washable. And when I say washable, it means if you get it on your hands, it wipes off almost instantly, okay? You can reactivate them as well. It's a fabulous medium to work with. I would definitely recommend going for them because it's only going to cost you $7.99. So maybe you've gone for your brand new bundle of stencils today, which is shop bundle at $32.99. You want to take yourself over that £35 point, of course, then get your free postage. $7.99 would do that easily for you. And of course, with your discount, it'll still take it down, but it still give you, of course, within that bracket for a great saving and, of course, free postage. Why would you not? Okay, before we go into any of these other bits and bobs here, you may have spied that I've got some beautiful canvases behind me. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick look at our comments as well. Let's have a look. Let's see. We've got loads of you getting involved today. Barbara, could David advise me Sorry, bear with me, Barbara. Could David advise me what I do after doing glass like he did this morning, if I need to cure it or put this glaze on, please? Okay, that's a great question, Barbara. It depends on what glass you've gone on to. If it's a glass plate, like the ones that we distribute, you can oven cure it or, of course, allow the 21-day cool-off periods, which is the curing time. It's entirely up to you. If you'd prefer to wait, that's okay. You can leave it at room temperature, let it do its thing. But of course, if you need it done very quickly, or maybe it's something you're sending out as a gift, what have you, oven cure it. You would just make sure it's dry and leave it 24 hours. Pop it into a cool oven, turn it on to 180, leave it 20 minutes, set a timer after 20 minutes, turn the oven off and leave it in there to cool down with the oven, okay? Take it out too quick, it might shock the glass and crack it. But you don't need to glaze the glass paint if you've used it directly onto glass. Because it's got its own cure built in, so it doesn't need a varnish. I hope that answers that for you. And we've got loads of you as well getting involved this evening. Fran, I had sponge for some time unused. Now it's my go-to. Wouldn't be without it. Cleans up, ready to use, value for money. Absolutely, Fran. Couldn't agree with me more. It's brilliant. I mean, I'm always cutting into it and using more because I always like loads of different shapes of it. Big good evening to each and every one of you. It's so fun to have you this evening. Oh, there's everybody getting involved as well. And I love that you're all talking amongst yourself. It's always great to see. So please keep it up and keep us company. So let's have a look, though, at some more bits. Because I have got for you here a Mahusive bundle, which did sell out. We've got some back for you, okay? This here is shop panel, okay? Inside this, I'm going to bring each one closer to you. Starting off with, you've got your, and is it 28 pieces inside here? 28, massive amount of canvases. You've got your 9x12. Now, these are your classics, okay? Inside there, you're going to be getting 2, 4, 6, 7 of those, okay? So 7 of your 9x12, pretty much A4. You've then got your 11x14 inside here as well. So again, you're going to get 7 of those ones, which I'm more teetering on A3 size. And then even larger, we go up again now for your 12x16, and inside there you're also going to be getting 7 of the 12x16 canvas panels. Massive, and just of course for centimetres, that's 30x40 centimetres. And then your largest of the sets here for you is then, oh my goodness, look at the size of these. 16x20 inches, or in centimetres, 40x50 centimetres. And inside there, you're also going to be getting 7. So you get 7 of each size, 28 in total, 4 different sizes. Fabulous bundle there, because Shop Panel is going to get you all of those, all of what you've just seen there today, for £24.99. That's far less than £1 a canvas, guys. That's crazy bonkers value. When you look at canvases individually on hardboard like this, you pay what, £2.99, £3.99 per canvas? You're getting 28 for £24.99. Great value for money there. Don't miss out on them. If you're going to do your blending with your stencils, using your ink sprays, they're all pre-gessoed, primed, ready for you to go. Of course, straight application, they're your go-to. Okay. We do also have our triangle ones, which always prove incredibly popular here during our shows.
9 left.
9 left of this one. Shop triangle, everybody. This is £17.99. You got a £5.95 saving on that too. Now, I love these for many different reasons, but one of the main ones being if you want to build up ornamental pieces within your home, do a decorative design on each one and then start to build it all up as a full shape. So you could put them all together, or you could have them going in opposite directions as well, like this, and have them staggered across the walls or borders. But again, they're triangle shaped, they're on a wooden frame and they're stretched too, so they'd be great for a whole host of applications. It doesn't have to be just for stenciling, it could be acrylic pouring, it could be rice papering, anything at all really, anything that floats your boat. You've got in there all of those to get you going. You're going to get 6 in total. Shop triangle, £17.99. We then also have, and I know these are going to be popular because of the size and the shape, shop square. Okay, these are your square canvases. All right, so with a square, I'm instantly thinking my 12 by 12 scrapbooking papers, scrapbooking frames on here. Inside here, you're going to be getting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 in total. 10 of these for £22.99. And with those 10, you've got £2 saving on there, shop square, to go for those. I love the fact that they're a square. I'm instantly thinking 4 of them, living room wall, different designs on there straight away. Don't need a frame. Just put like a little command strip or something on the back of there and it could go on the wall. These are brilliant. Love them. Pre-gessoed, ready to go. Super, super solid. And again, great for all of the processes we're going to be doing this evening. Shop square for those, everybody, £22.99. Now, of course, we do have some additional items down here. I've got a double pack of the watercolour brush pens as well for you. So you're going to be getting 40 of your watercolours. So you can get 2 of each colour. You're also going to get 2 water brush pens as well. Massive pack there. Essentially, I would be gifting one of those. Keep one, gift one. It's shop double. You're getting a double pack of these, £14.99 for 2 sets of your fabulous watercolour brush pens. Now, we've been using these with our stamping, Minecraft Studio, for on our watercolour cards, loads of different reasons. It's great, of course, for blending and doing lots of colour variations. Shop double. You've got a £4.99 saving on there. Those, for the grandkids this Easter, maybe instead of a chocolate egg, because you know they get tons anyway, and if it was anything like me growing up, they'd just be melted down in 2 weeks and you make Rice Krispie buns. A pack of pens each, this is going to keep them busy over that weekend when you're trying to actually have a glass of wine and chill out. This here is what you should be going for. It'd be a great opportunity. So, those there, 2-pack, shop double to get those. We do also have the distress paste on the show as well from Cadence. Really popular, this item, of course, on many of our previous shows. It goes such a long way. It almost reminds me of boot polish in a way because it goes so far, and it's one of those tubs that you go back to and go, oh, I've had this for like 6 years. I can't believe it's still going. It's brilliant. Now you get 150 mils inside here. It's permanent on application, so if you're going to blend through a stencil, it looks exquisite. It's creamy, it's velvety, it's really, really soft. It has a consistency of when you leave a pack of butter out for the afternoon and it's gone really soft and silky. That's exactly what this is like, and I'll show you, of course, some processes with this. And it's great. This is the one you need to use with your Cadence wood graining tool. So if you've got that in your stash, this is the one that you need to work with, okay? Also, we've got our pastels on the show, our brand new bundle of paints, okay? This here is Shop Pastel. It's £39.99. These are your Harmony collection, okay? If you've not seen these already with Stephanie or myself, they were on earlier today and we wanted to put them on again this evening just so everyone had the opportunity to have a good look at them. You're getting 10 different bottles in total. Each one of these is 59 mils in volume. You're going to get inside here your wonderful muted true pastel tones ranging from, of course, your light green. You've inside there got your baby pink. You've got your lovely, lovely mauve. You then have also got in here your light pinkish orange. I love that colour. It has to be one of my favourite. You've then got the wonderful lemon yellow. You've then got in there your pastel green. You've got your pastel pink. You've got your lilac. And then you've got your sunflower. And then we do have your baby blue. Now you may think, well, I've got a baby blue in this acrylic. These here are all of your pastel tones of those shades. Okay, so pastel tones of all of those acrylic shades. This here for you, incredible bundle, $39.99. And of course you might be thinking, well, what other things can these go on to? Now I went onto one of our glass bottles that we have on the show here. They're not hybrid, so I wouldn't then put this through the dishwasher, but you could use your matte varnish on it. But look at the finish, okay? It's a semi-matte, okay? So with this, what it means is it's not like stone, but it's not got an eggshell finish to it. It's got a wonderful soft touch, and I've stippled that on with some of our sponge. Thoroughly love the result. I'm going to do some stenciling on top of this very bottle as well during the show. But look at the thick pigmentation. That's 2 coats there on glassware. And of course it's still durable, but it's designed to go, of course, directly onto paper craft, cardstock, whether you're going to be doing it just for background making, or you're going to do a bit of print making or some stamping with it, or you're going to blend and watercolour with it. All comes in this beautiful box as well, all wrapped from the Cadence Harmony collection, brand new. You can't get this anywhere else. This here is your opportunity to get the full pastel range of Harmony paints from Cadence. Shop Pastel to get yours. Okay, just before I do go over to the demo as well, I'm going to be using quite a few items on this evening's show. The brand new stencils, of course, from Tattered Lace is Shop Bundle. To go for all 8 of those in one bundle together is going to give you, of course, your best price and your saving too. Shop Bundle, brand new stencils, $32.99 this evening for you with a saving of $6.97. Of course, great opportunity to go for a brand new set of stencils designed here in-house for, of course, Tattered Lace. These are glorious. You've got inside there your florals, you've got your dragonfly with scene, you also have your best wishes as well, and of course you've got those wonderful, beautiful natural displays as well. So great for card making. And when we talk card making, stenciling can come into so many different crafts. If you wanted to do just a singular print, of course, of the negative, these are exquisite. Now you may recognize some of these images as dies as well, and you may have had those dies in your stash for some fair time now and thought, I would love to play with these images in different configurations. That glamorous heel that you see there, you may recognize that from being one of the notable dies we could never keep in stock from Tattered Lace all those years gone by. Now you can get them in stencil form, which is incredible. Look at that lovely scene as well that you've got there, and maybe you just want to pop a sentiment straight on. There you go. Or do a bit of fun, funky printing too. How cool is this? Using the negative space to create a wonderful design. Talking about negatives and positives, tomorrow I've got a cyanotype. Is that the correct way to say it?
I have
Cyanotype. Cyanotype show. And do you know what? We're going to be al fresco. I think we're going to do the show outdoors because it requires UV light. So we're going to be outdoors doing the show. So if you want to join me for our first ever Highlight Crafts live shopping al fresco show, join me at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. I would be there just because you don't want to miss what's going to go wrong. But also, I'm really excited because it's a brand new concept here to us at Highlight Crafts. We've never shared any of it before, but it's a great process. The projects look incredible and I love the results. And it's like minutes. It's so, so quick. So don't forget to join us for that one because there's lots around the corner. Loads of you getting involved as well though this evening, which is always great to have your company. It's fabulous to have you. I'm going to be using my stencil brushes in a minute, and these are really busy on our show already. Shop brush.
all allocated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay, guys.
You can still use them.
I can still use them apparently, if not, I'll be using my fingertips, which might look quite cool. So we've got loads of you as well getting in touch with us this evening. Good evening, Pauline, as well. Will the stencils be coming out as SVGs, please? Great question, Pauline. We always put this question out there. I cannot say yes or no, can neither confirm or deny at this moment in time. Otherwise, if I say yes, then that means everyone upstairs goes, so we need to, of course, to share with you the stencils first, and then we'll come to that. But hopefully, we will let you know in due course. If we do know, you'll be the first to know. Okay, it'll be on our socials, and we will let you know, and you'll probably see it on a show. But great question. It's always worth an ask. Let's have a look. Oh, so glad. Oh, Bridget says, so glad I'm on school holidays and able to watch. Oh, Bridget, are you a teacher? Fabulous. But you're having a lovely week. I'm off next week, so I've obviously booked off the wrong week because all of the kids are also off. So that's fun. But to be fair, I'm decorating. So anyway, I'm going to get into some demos and show you lots of stuff that we can do with this. Now, with those watercolour paints from Reeves, I wanted to show you a few techniques because I thoroughly love these paints. They're incredible. And I want to show you how you can do some instant backgrounds too. So what I've got here is some of my watercolour card. We've had this on numerous shows. It's brilliant stuff. It's from Mozart. You can, of course, use your cardstocks, but watercolour card's going to take on some mediums pretty well in comparison to a standard cardstock. And what I'm going to do is I've got some of my palette paper, and we're going to use our Cadence Cut and Use foam for this one. So, of course, when you're working with that foam, quite literally cut and use it. So go straight into the foam wherever you're wanting to craft from. You see this piece here is almost a remnant of one I have left. And there, I've cut out about a 3.5 inch strip of foam, okay, which is just slightly narrower than the palette paper that I'm working with. And also, I'm going to say that's the most manageable size I would want within my grasp. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some colours. So in here, we've got all these different shades. I'm going to get some of my, let's have a look, my white, okay. So this white is almost like a soft off-white, okay. Just going to mix that there together. Take some of our white out of there. Just going to mix it on the surface. There we go. And then I'm also going to use some of the blue tones that we have. Let's have a look. I've got a darker and a lighter. So let's get the two of these out. Start with this one, pop this here, and you're going to be so surprised by the intensity of these paints and how far they travel. So for this one, it's shop water. And for all of these, it is just £9.99. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spritz bottle and I'm going to spritz my cardstock. Okay, so the surface of my watercolour card is primed. I'm also going to spritz my palette, and this cut and use sponge, I'm also going to spritz that too. We're working with watercolour cake paints, okay? So what I'm going to do is start to work into the paint and create a little bit of a blend on my sponge, just like this, okay? Dragging it down, making sure to get loads of that white in there too, which is going to create those wonderful baby blue colours. Now look at my sponge there with that wonderful gradient on it. So if we now take this directly to our watercolour pad, we can start to do, look at this, we can start to do these wonderful blends. And look at how much coverage I'm getting out with such a small amount of paint used. I'm just going to turn that round and start to work on this side now. So I can do my nice white centre, just there in the middle. I'm just going to pick up a little bit more of that white paint, there we go. And look at this, it is absolutely exquisite. Really quick backgrounds, and again I'm just using that cut and use sponge just to create that central line with this, and it is as quick and easy as that to create an ombre blend in seconds. Now you saw how much paint I used there. It was next to nothing, really small amount, okay? So what I'm going to do is set that to dry, leaving your watercolour card to dry at natural room temperature. It's going to flatten out and it won't be as warped. So I'm just going to take my palette paper off before I put my arm in it, and I'm just going to rest that also down there. Right, okay, so let's have a little look with our stenciling, shall we? On that fabulous background that we just made, I cropped mine down, so I've got it in a smaller state just here. Now, of course, I did use on here those watercolour paints, so we could go back into those and do some blending as well. But look how beautiful these images are on the surface. Now, we also have our stencil spray on the show, which of course is fundamental within all parts of your stenciling journey. So I'm going to take a little bit of adhesive and just pop it onto the back of my stencil. Okay, only a very small amount for this because I'm going to use very minimal amounts of paint. Okay, now with our blending stencil brushes, you've got multiple sizes to work into here. I'm going to go with this, which is like my second to largest, should I say. And this is going to give me a really nice even blend. Of course, when you're working into these brushes, look at how the shape, this one here is domed, okay, so I know I'm going to be adding highlights because at the center point, of course, my surrounding bristles aren't going to reach the surface. It's only my central bristles, unless we start to swirl and curl our bristles round. So I know I'm going to get the best effect using this one. So let's have a look. I'm going to go in with, in fact, let's go in with white to start, okay. We're going to do this image in white on this side, which will look really interesting. There we go. So take some white out, pick that up with my stencil brush, okay, and we're going to do watercolour on top of watercolour. So see how I'm now blending through with this. We could add water to our mixture of paint, but I don't really want to activate the background too much, okay. I don't want to aggravate it. I just want to gently blend over the top. Now these brushes are perfect because the way in which you use them, you're not pushing the bristles under the stencil, you're not forcing that to happen. As you swirl like this, you're quite literally encouraging them in like a washing machine motion that allows you to get a perfect blend. You can stipple like this if you want to. A lot of people prefer to do it that way. I personally don't. I like the little swirl that you do. I always tend to get a much stronger result with it that way. And also, when you push down, you're also putting a random pressure on the brush, because you can do the stippling if you're doing maybe a blend not contained within a stencil, but when you're doing it, of course, through an image as fine as this, all those bristles are flaring off into different directions. For one, you're probably going to damage your brush quicker than you would have thought so, but also those bristles are being forced into anywhere they can find. It's kind of like when you've got water. If there's a crack somewhere, that water's going to go through it. That's exactly what the bristles are like of a brush. They will find their way through that stencil if they've got the opportunity, so let's not give it them. So we're going to go through with our stencil again, with our paint, just adding a little bit more onto here. There we go. Bringing that through, using that white, and this watercolour paint is truly, truly exquisite. It's fabulous. And as I've gone into the centre there of my image, where it of course gets its highlight, the image will almost sort of lose itself, which I'm really hoping you'll be able to see. So if I take this away, we've got that wonderful detailed design there, almost just disappearing into the centre. Now I'm going to share with you a few other techniques, of course, which can be achieved with these stencils. We're going to let this one here dry, because this would make a beautiful card. Of course, we could then bring our sentiment straight into it, put our best wishes on here, so we'll round that off with a sentiment towards the end. But let's let this one dry for the time being. What I'm now going to do is go onto some black card with another one of our stencils, okay, from that fabulous bundle. Remember, they're only £32.99 for all 8 of those design shop bundled today, brand new from Tattered Lace, okay? Now this one here I'm going to work with is this wonderful floral, which you can see is built up from loads of different elements, but I love the detail inside here. So I've popped this directly onto some black card, and I've added a singular spritz of my stencil spray, so there's hardly any adhesive on here. It's just going to keep it in place for us, but I can really easily remove it. Okay, it's tacky, but it's not super tacky, like it will fall off my hand. Look at that. Okay, it's not very tacky. I just wanted a minute amount of spray on here, because I don't want to leave an ounce of static behind when I pull this stencil away, or of course at risk of any residue, because we're going to do some foiling with this. Now we do have the foils on the show, and I'm going to share the details, of course, and of course the price of those in a few moments time, but we're going to go in with the product we do have, which is our Metal Leaf Mixion. Okay, now this medium is a foiling adhesive, and you can use it of course with your metal leaf, you can use it with your glitters, your embossing powders, but I'm going to go in with the Metal Leaf Mixion. It's shop Mixion to get hold of this. Okay, it's £4, I think, and 49 pence. Is it, Andrew? I think it might be. Yep. Have a look at the comments. It's a great price. It's fabulous. I've had this bottle for so long. It's an incredibly thin medium as well, which means you get a lot of life out of it. So let's go in with another brush. Okay, I'm going to use this one here. I love that they come in their own little display tray as well, so I can keep them all nice and tidy. All right, so I'm going to pick up some of that foiling adhesive, and when you use it, if I just pop some here, look, you can see where it is. It's got a slight haze to it, and I'm going to purposely put some just there, because I'll show you what we can do if you want to paint freehand with it too. Let's start to go through our stencil design like this. Okay, so I'm just blending through with the foiling glue, with the Metal Leaf Mixion. So your stencils, when you're building up your basket, to create your perfect kit, you're going to want, of course, your stencils. You're going to most definitely need some stencil spray if you want to get the results as crisp and fine as this. And then it depends on what process you're going to take it in. Those watercolour paints are an absolute must. They are fabulous. The pigmentation of those backgrounds we just achieved was incredible. Also as well, think about then adding in your foiling glue, your Mixion, for your foiling projects, because I've never actually demoed this process I'm about to do now here in one of our shows before. So what I'm going to do is take my stencil away like this, and we'll just peel that off, and it's left us with, of course, the design all imprinted with that Metal Leaf Mixion. Okay, then what I'm going to grab, I'm going to set this in some water, because I don't want my brush to dry out. If it did dry, you can reactivate it with water. Your Mixion is very forgiving like that. I'm going to take some of our foil. Now, the ones I'm going to start with first here are this bundle. And this here is Shop Glow to get hold of this one. It's £19.99. You get 6 coloured foils in here, brand new, launched only last week. 2 different bundles on the show for you. Each one of these rolls has 1.4 metres of foil. Now, of course, this is designed to work with heat or, of course, adhesive. So if you're going to use it over things like your DIY tape or your red liner tape, that was dangerous, or other mediums, it will come off on contact of stickiness, but also it will work with heat too. So it's a fabulous foil to work with. It covers a lot of different processes, which is why it's been so popular. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my foil, trim off a section here. There we go, like that. And then I don't think I've brought my bone folder in with me, but I have put another tool in which will work just as well, the lolly stick. And I'm going to take it over my image. Now, of course, I stenciled this one here less than a minute ago. It's already almost dry. Let's see. Yes, it's nice and tacky. But this one I did just before the show. So if I take here my foil over the top of it and smooth it down and then start to work in with, in fact, let's have a look. Snap that off and really sort of press that down. Buffing it over here, you're going to start to get, of course, your beautiful foiling underneath, which is just amazing. So I'm burnishing this down. You can use a bone folder or the handle of your scissors, or you could use your fingernail if you wanted to, but this is actually a really good tool, just the tip of a lolly stick. I wouldn't have even thought to do that at first glance, but this is it. These are the techniques. So I'm just blending it through, and also when you're blending with something like this, you create heat, which is a bit of friction, of course, being caused. So if we take this away, we now have a beautiful image. Now, any area that's slightly foiled, don't worry. You just need to go in with a dry brush, okay, and you just start to dust those areas away. Because there's no adhesive there, it won't be permanent, so that just dusts off for you straight away. Now, any areas that you might not have picked up, because I love the texture this creates, I'm then just going to go back in with this and watch how you can then start to get full coverage. So if you want these colours here to be more blocky on those leaves, go back over. It's like a scratch card. You just go in, look at that. It's amazing. I love this process, and this is something I started doing today, okay? And I really wanted to share it with you. I didn't want to share it with you on the Makeover Monday. I wanted to wait till this evening to show you this because I am obsessed with it. The results are fabulous because what you can then do, because I've got so much foiling going on here, and it's not grabbed to all of the surface, I could grab a different colour. Oh, hi, Andrew.
If you rub that with a sponge rather than a coin, does it like put less on?
Well, I guess it would. The reason why I'm using the coin, the wooden lolly stick, is because, of course, I need it to be hard. So I need to get pressure on there. But let's try it with a sponge and see what we get, because we've got our other side of our cutting use, haven't we? So let's put this one here, and I'll quickly just test it with this, because what might happen here is going to pick up in those areas left over, because we've not yet foiled there. So if I go over here with this, it's going to sit on top of that fuchsia. Oh, look at that. So as I dust this back, we're now getting foil coming through. Oh, I love this. I'm going to do some down here now of different tones. Here we go. And I love discovering new techniques. It's something I really look forward to because it allows you to see the value for money in a product, but not only that, the creativity that can be explored just through experimentation. And when we have these technique shows on, that's what I look forward to the most. Is I look at a product and I go, right, okay, I've shared this with you a few times, or I've done a few processes that include this style of product, but how can I show you something new? How can I give you a new way of using it? Or how can I find a new way to use it? And this is what we do. So I'm using my foils here, and I can see straight away where it has and hasn't stuck, and then I just dust it off. And I love as well that very minimal waste is created with a foil like this, because I'm going over with the same piece, almost like a transfer sheet, okay, just scratching into it. It's capturing any areas of that adhesive. Around here again as well. Wonderful stuff. Just going through, take it off, dust it back, using my larger brush to clean up the surface. And then I'm going to test it with my sponge on this one now. So let's use this foil here. There we are. And I'm going to take some of my, let's have a look, take this wonderful like platinum gold colour. Section. You don't have to cut it off the roll each time. You can just use it and re-roll it back on, but what I do is I roll it off the table, and then I get like this massive red carpet going on, so I always cut into little strips. So I'm going to put it on top of my image there. As soon as I smooth it over, you can see. So let's take a bit of that sponge and test this as well. So, oh look, here we go. So I'm burnishing it down with my sponge. I'm almost using the edge of the sponge here, and it's giving me a soft burnish. And, oh, okay, I like that result. That is nice. Okay, so I'm going to go right around here, all over the design, onto the antennas as well. Oh my goodness. Wow. You have to look at this. So now I've got a mixed foil design, and then I've got that truly elegant, exquisite finish with these. And of course, I love the difference in texture. Now, of course, you can go in with your hot foil pen if you want to use these. There's nothing stopping you from doing that as well. Of course, you're still going to get a fabulous result with your hot foil pen, but using that metal leaf Mixion to create a vintage antique foiled effect is something I've really grown to love far more. I love the process. I love what you can do with it. I love the exploration of how the mediums work and in ways you can get them to work. Of course, talking of our stencils, let me grab another one from my stash because, of course, these are brand new this evening for you. I'm going to take my dragonfly. Be all right, Andrew?
Yeah, we've had a question about how to use distress paste.
Oh, okay. Let's have a little look. My distress paste. Oh, my goodness. Have I forgotten it? Oh, I've forgotten it. It'll be on the shelf. It'll be on my shelf. Basically, Andrew's going to go and have a look whilst I do a stenciled image, okay? Behind where I sit in the white cubes, it's one of them. Yeah, that's on a wild goose chase, basically. Now, take it with you if you fancy. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a little look. Yeah, I'd really. Oh, yeah, the cadence cubes. I've got a storage system, which is sometimes becomes a little bit chaotic, but I try to keep it in order because that's what we do as crafters. But you know, these things are sent to testers, and sometimes it gets a little bit messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my stencil onto my bottle here, which I have stenciled with my Harmony paints from Cadence. I'm going to pop this butterfly stencil just through here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He's found it. He's only gone and found it. Right, okay, so we're going to show our distress paste in just a second. I'm going to quickly... Thank you for that, Andrew. So I'm just going to quickly pick up a colour, really gently, grab some of this, okay, with a little bit of white as well. And then, oh my goodness, where's this show gone? I feel like we've I feel like we've literally just started. Honestly, that's crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up, okay, a little bit of my darker blue, okay, and we're going to work from the out going in. And this is going to give us a lovely blend. I've not masked off the edges, but we're not going to worry too much about that. I'm literally just going to start to blend in from the sides on top of our fabulous Harmony paints from Cadence. Okay, so this is almost going to be like a dusted image of this glorious dragonfly that we have here. I'm going to rotate that round and get a bit more paint and start with it on this side as well now. There we go. I'm going to move my tape at the end because I've blocked off a bit of my design there, but it doesn't really matter. Here we go. So a bit more of that paint just through here. Bring it closer to the center with that color. Now I'm going to dip into the white because that's now going to allow us to create a baby blue color, which you can then put in the middle. And I've gone with the blue because, of course, I've painted my bottle blue, so I wanted that colour to really carry through. Makes sense then. Now we're going to fill the rest of it in, and then what this does is it allows us to go back in with our deeper tone and create some definition. So let's do that right now with that deeper colour. There we go. Bring that through. Look at this. I absolutely love doing projects like this. They're so fun, but they're great as gifts. They're great to go in and around your home. Friends and family always love them. And you've got 6 bottles there to work with for $14.99. I mean, that's a lot of projects for you to create. Well, it's 6. So what I'm going to do is take my tape off here from the back of my project. There we go. Take my tape away. And look at that wonderful stencil that's just come through around that bottle. Now that water paint is such an incredible paint to blend with on your stencils. Look how it created a seamless, almost airbrushed finish. Okay, it is spectacular. Now that distress paste, I'm just going to show you, of course, the consistency, the way it moves, the way in which you can use it and get some stunning results. Of course, it's great as well for going onto glassware. It also will go into fabric. It'll go into loads of different things. It is beautiful. I'm going to grab some white cardstock just to show you, of course, a quick blend with this. And let's get out. Should we get a sentiment for this one? Oh, I don't know. This is hard. Let's grab. Oh, well, let's use our beautiful scene. Let's use our scene, okay? So I'm going to get some stencil spray. Back of my image. straight onto my cardstock just here, and then I'm going to go back into our stencils, our stencil brushes, and then I always use the lid, okay, like a palette. So I'm going to take some of the distress paste and look at the consistency. If I just take some out here with a palette knife, you'll be able to see the consistency. Whoa, it is like melted chocolate. Look at that. It's exquisite. It's basically like chocolate spread, okay, but don't eat it. It's stunning. So I'm going to start to mix this into my palette, okay, and the beauty of this is it's far different from a paint, okay. It almost acts a little bit like a wax, but it allows you to get really nice blends with it too. So I'm going to start down here at the end, and this is great for scrapbooking, for journaling, for creating texture, for creating, of course, an antique finish on loads of different projects. I love it, of course, just for going around the edges of card fronts with as well, just to edge the card and create a wonderful finish that's just antique and those days gone by look and feel, very vintage and shabby. But you can see how blending with it here gives a wonderful result. Now I'm probably going to try and, well, I'm trying to do most of this stencil. Let's have a look. Work our way into the top edges here. And look how strong these stencils are. I'm adding a lot of pressure on here. The way these stencils have been built and put together means that pretty intense blending going through there. So don't worry about areas scuffing, swirling, breaking off. These are really, they're tattered lace. They're quality. You know what you're getting with these ones. And of course, they're brand new. Let's go in with a bit more of our distress paste. But what it does is it allows your undertone colour to come through. So with the paint, of course, you've got pigment in there, which is designed to give block coverage. Whereas with this, I can still see the light tone of the white cardstock shining through the distress paste itself, which is fabulous. And don't forget as well, I know I'm veering off here, but if you haven't done already, make sure to type the word kangaroo into the comments. You've got literally less than a minute, okay, to get it in, because we're going to draw a winner any second now. There, we've got a wonderful stenciled image with our distress paste. Remember, go on fabric, go on to crockery, go on to glassware. It's permanent on the surface. You can heat set it as well, but stenciling just has to be explored with distress paste. That was the chair. So I'm going to now stand up. Don't know why I'm telling you that. You can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to draw a winner. Okay, so Andrew, do you want to do the honours? Sarah Jane Kennedy. Congratulations, Sarah Jane Kennedy. Shall we spin the wheel? Let's do the honours. 1, 2. See what you've won. Okay. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Number 4 is you've won a goodie bag. Congratulations, Sarah. I wonder what's going to be in your goodie bag. But do you know what? Email us at help@highlightcrafts. We will get, of course, in touch with you. And we'll get your details so we can send it over your goodie bag to you. Please don't forget to check out your baskets for tonight's show, and of course any others that you may have been shopping with us throughout the day. It's been a fabulous day to spend with you here at Highlight Crafts.
Quick recap on the pastels.
Oh, pastels, our pastel paints here. Quick recap for you on these ones before we go. This here is Shop Pastel. It's your brand new set of Cadence Harmony paints. You're getting 10 in here in total, all brand new colours. Our latest release from Cadence launched only Saturday. So this is your latest product to get hold of from Cadence. 10 59ml bottles inside here. Ample amount of paint to work with. Brand new in colour, new configuration. Incredible blends. Okay, so if you're going to go into things like your glasswares, you're going to go into your home furnishings, you have got an incredible result to be explored with this one. Do not miss out on it, okay? Shop Pastel, £39.99. We then do also have that handy lacquered paint as well, which goes on just like an enamelled glaze. You see I went onto my glass bottle earlier. There's only 3 of these left though, everybody. So if you want to get these, be the final 3 people to get hold of them. It's just £19.99. You are saving £43.97. It should have been and was £63.96. That sounds like a lot of numbers, but the only one I'm concerned about is the fact that you're paying just £19.99. That's all you need to remember. It's at a great price for you today. And look at that finish on glassware. It is incredible. It's also weatherproof, so don't worry. You can still put it outside. It's food safe, it's decorative, and of course also functional at the same time, which is brilliant. Shop handy for those ones. Of course, as well, we do have those canvas panels for you, which are incredibly busy. We only have 6 of these remaining in stock, 28 piece, your Arteza canvas panels. You're going to get inside there 4 different packs, 7 sizes of each, ranging from 9 by 12 inches right up to your 16 by 20 inches. So you're going A3, A4, then mid-range in between as well for all size projects, all results. If you've joined the Cadence Club, make sure to get these in your basket, because as we go through the course of those 3 months, I'm going to be sharing with you different techniques on surfaces, including canvas as well. So please get them while they're at a great price, and also while we do have them. There is loads on here for you today. And of course, talking of canvases, talking of paints, they all go through one very thing which we have today, which is brand new for you, which is your stencils. So shop bundle to get hold of the brand new 8 stencils here for you, all A5 in design. I love as well, there's loads of space that you don't even need to mask off to of course go over the edge of this. You've got a contained image ranging of course from your best wishes, so sentiments for card making, your dragonflies with imagery, your glamorous collection, and of course those quintessential florals that Tattered Lace are so well known for. You can just glance at these images and know that they are Tattered Lace. You expect quality, and that's exactly what you shall be receiving with these ones. But for all 8 of them, at tonight's show price, it is £32.99, with of course a £6.97 saving. So essentially, you're getting almost one of the stencils for free. It's bonkers value for money. All you need to remember though is to not check out those baskets. Make sure to join us though, because tomorrow morning we're going to do it all again. Tuesday morning, of course, you know what that means. Mel's back in the building, Scan and Cut, 8 a.m, 12 p.m, and also I think she'll be here at 6 p.m. with it as well. But we've got Cyanotype. We've also got an ephemera show. We've got loads going on, brand new all over the shop tomorrow. So please don't miss out. Pop your reminders into the comments and check out those baskets. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye.